Are you looking to resize, crop, rotate, add text to your photos, images, and graphics, and need that online graphics editor to allow you to do all this at no cost to you? Then you've come to the right place. Hello, I'm Yoda, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, during this course, if you run into any troubles, just leave a comment below the video, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. And don't be shy about asking for help. I've been a webmaster instructor, aka the Web Yoda, for over 20 years, and I love to hear from my students. But if you could, please pay it forward. If you could like the video, subscribe to the video, share the video, tell your friends about the video. Those are the kind of things that help get the word out there so other students like you can find this video. So let's go ahead and jump in and talk about resizing and cropping. Resizing is where you take a photo, image, or graphic and make it smaller or larger, but the image within the graphic stays the same. Resizing photos and images should not be confused with optimizing photos and images. Optimizing photos and images is where you make the file size of the images smaller without any reduction in quality. The main use for optimized photos and images is in your website. If you can reduce the size of your photos and images by 2, your website will load twice as fast. If you're interested in optimizing the photos and images in your website, just choose the link at the top right. It'll take you to a video I made on optimizing your website. So where resizing takes an image and makes it bigger and smaller but keeps the image intact, cropping isolates individual pieces of the image. The examples within this video are going to use a combination of resizing and cropping. So to get started, you want to open a new tab in your browser and then go to designcap.com/WebYoda. DesignCap is the graphic editor that we're going to learn about today. Now in this video we use a lot of our own graphics as well as graphics found within DesignCap. DesignCap is a real easy graphic design product. So for example, if you click on templates, you can see they've got a whole bunch of different things. There's different categories over here, and then inside of each of the categories are things that are already designed, and you could choose one of these and make updates and changes to it and have a final product. So this isn't only for web graphics, it does lots of other things. So you can see there's lots of things that DesignCap would do, but we just want to use it as a simple graphic editor today. Now the first thing you need to do is you need to set up an account, and it's absolutely free. So you'd click here, you'd enter an email and a password, click sign up, they'll send you an email, you confirm, and then you're ready to log in. Now I already have an account, so I'm just going to click on log in. Now I'm going to use my Yoda at webyoda.com. So I'm going to log into my account. This product is completely free for the things that we're going to do. Being the free version can be a little bit annoying, but we're going to make it work, and you'll see where these things are. And so now we're logged in, and on the right-hand side, if I click this down arrow, I can reveal the My Designs. And if I click on that, I currently don't have any designs. Now at this screen, you can see we can have 5 designs total, or we can upgrade and get more. We can also add our own fonts, but that's going to be a premium as well, so we're going to use the fonts they have because they have plenty. And with this button, we can create a new design. So we're going to click on Create New, and we're going to make a profile picture first. So let's go ahead and click on Custom Size. And typically when I do a profile picture, it's going to be portrait. So I'm going to say, let's say 400 across by, let's say, 500 down. Hit Apply. And now it has the canvas for where we're going to put our image. Now in my case, I want to do a profile picture for Bethany. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know exactly who she is. So I'm going to click on Uploads over here. And now I want to upload an image. So in my case, I have a folder with it already, and I'll just drag the picture of Bethany into that box. And it shows up over here. To move it from here, you can either drag it over or you can just click on it. I want to make this picture fill this spot. So I can resize it by dragging on any of the tabs, like so. And then I can move it down if I need to, and drag one up and bring it up. So you see, it gives me a lot of control. But the size of the image we've already set to begin with, so it makes it real easy for all our profiles to be the same size. So now I have the picture exactly where I want it. And now I can just click download and hit that button. And wow, we've already got a copy on our computer. Now let's use a couple of theirs just as an example. Let's go into Photos. Let's pick Fashion. Let's say we want to use this one. I can drag that one over. There it is. Download. And boom, I've got another profile picture. Let's delete that one first. Now we'll pick this one, stretch it out, bring it up, and slide it around. We got it where we want it. We hit download again. And now we have all 3 of those files downloaded to our computer. So it's really that easy to make profile pictures. Now, two things you'll notice. One, under the uploads, we can only have 5, which means we can only have 5 at a time, not 5 ever. We can just remove some when we're done. And also, when we go back to our designs, we can only have 5. So let's go ahead and make a new design because we still have plenty of slots here. So we're going to create new. Now I want to make a profile picture that looks like a circle. So for this one, we're going to do custom size, and we'll do 400, 400. And now we want to choose elements at the top. And we want to scroll up a little bit, and what we're looking at is these frame masks. So I'm going to drag a circle over, and I'm going to make it bigger, say like that. Now, what's neat, once I get it centered exactly the way I want it, let's go back to our uploads. We can drag our picture of Bethany in there, and now we have a circle. Now, if on your website, the background color for where you're going to use these profiles is white, then you can leave it as white. But if you need a different background color, you can come in here, and let's say we pick that background color. We can hit download. And now that one's been downloaded to our computer. Just like before, we can come back over to photos. I can drag some of these other ones. Hit download. Now that one's done. And let's pick, let's say this one. Download, and that one's done. And it's that easy. Now there's also other things that you can do. There's other shapes. So let's get rid of that. And let's go back to our elements. Let's say we wanted to do a star. We'll take a star and we'll drag it out like this. And then we'll go back to the photos that they have, and let's pick the X right here because that'll take us out of fashion mode. And these are just the categories, but we can type in anything we want there as well. So let's pick kids. And let's say we pick this one, drag it in there. Super cute, right? Hit download again. Got to copy that on our computer. You see, once we've got the size we want, we can just keep dragging stuff in and make as many of them as we want. Let's take this guy. He looks pretty cool. Like that. I can hit download. Download again. And now let's look at our other elements. And over here, there's an all button. And it shows you a whole bunch of really cool ones. Let's get rid of this one. And one of the ones I like a lot is this guy right here. Let's drag that over here. Let's make it bigger. Now let's go back to our photos, and in here, let's put beach, and you'll see there's a bunch of really cool beach ones here. Now what's really nice is that when you grab one of these and you drag it in, it gives you this really nice effect on the edge. And you see you could change your background color to match whatever you need it to be. In our case, we'll leave it the same. I can hit download, and download again, and it's done. I can take another one, drag it in there, download, download again, it's done. So you can see I really don't need more than the 5 slots. I can just continue to use the ones I have and use the same ones over and over again. And we'll do one more. Let's drop that in there. Looks pretty good. I'll download like that. Now if we wanted to add some text to this, we could choose the text tool over here. And we can have some default text. You can pick from any of these if you want to use one of those. Or at the top you can pick one of these 3. So I'm going to do a subheading. So I'll just click on that, and it added it right here in the middle of the screen, and we'll put, let's say, life is great. And now I can come up here and I can change the color of that text. Let's say I want to make it white. And I can come over here and change the size of that. Let's say I want it to be 28. And now I can take this text and I can move it up like that. And if I wanted, I can come in here and I can change it to a different font. Let's say we use this one. And maybe I want that to be bold. And then in here, you can change the spacing between the letters. And now it's 2 lines. And I can change the height in between the lines. I didn't really want to change those because it worked fine where it was at, just showing you how to do that. So now we've added some text. We've got our picture. We can hit download and download again. So once again, we only have 5 slots, but we can make as many graphics as we want. So we'll come back over inside of our designs. Now we have 2 designs, and now I want to do a design that's going to allow us to make images for a carousel or a set of slides within a website. So we'll hit Create New, and again I'm going to choose Customize Size, and this time I'm going to do 800 and 600. This is your discretion, but these numbers work real well for what I'm trying to do. What I want to do now is I want to make all of my carousel images the same size. So let's go ahead and upload some. I'll come to Uploads. I don't need this picture anymore, so I'll get rid of it. And now I want to grab some new images, so let's come in here and I'm going to get some from my Jim Gray site. Let's drag those into that box like that. If you'd like to learn how to access the best royalty-free photos and images on the internet, just choose the link at the top right and it'll take you to a video I made on finding the best free photos and images online. Now I have 5 images, and notice they're not the same dimensions, but I want to make them the same dimensions. So let's just pick this one for example. We'll bring it over here. I can size it up like so. If I drag it down, I can make it bigger. So you see, it's kind of fun to play with. And so you can do it from either side like this. And then when I get it the size that I want, I can bring it down, and now that box is going to be exactly what it's going to be for the slider. So I finished with that one. I can hit download. Now I'm ready for the next one. Once that's selected, I can hit delete and get rid of it. Now let's bring this one over here. Now I really just want the little fan guy there, so let's make it bigger. So notice again, you can come from either side. I'm just dragging this around. There, we can just put that one in the middle. I can hit download again, and that adds another slide. Same thing with the last 3. So I can click on that and hit delete. Grab this guy, like that. And if it's too big, again, you can go back the other direction. I can go like this. Just giving you some general ideas how this works. So now I've got that to fit in the box. I can hit download. So now I've got 3 of them that are the same. We'll delete that. Let's pick this one. Now I just want this part at the top in there. So I'm going to bring it down here like that. Bring it up. Bring it across. Bring it down. See, I can just stretch this out in any of these different directions. And see how I can get some control over it and get it kind of where I want it. So there's a new slide like that. Hit download. And then the final one, let's delete that. We'll drag this one over. Now you see this one would be too wide, but what we can do is just fill the box like that, and we hit download. Now the other thing that you might want to be able to do is to do rotate. Let's give you an example of rotate. We'll go back into the pictures, we'll close that, and we're going to choose fashion. And there's a girl down here that's already upside down, just out of curiosity. We'll grab her. If I click on it, notice it brings it in the picture. This little circle right here, if I grab that, it allows me to turn it. So I can fit it at any angle I want. If I hit Control Z, I can undo that. When it's selected, you can also use these to turn things. See? Like that, and it goes the other direction. And this one flips it, and this one flips it the other direction. So those are ways that you can rotate those pictures as well. So now we can look at our download folder. So if I go to this tab here, I can say show in folder. And here are all the images we just made. If I click on one of those, you'll see there it is. So see how they're all nice, the same size, and how those all work together? It really was that easy. That's all we had to do. Now, if for some reason we wanted to have extra flexibility to have our own fonts, or we wanted to be able to have more than 5 designs or more than 5 uploads, you can click on upgrade, and then you can see their plans, and they're really quite reasonable. I have yet to need one, but if you decided that you wanted to upgrade and use one of these plans, remember to use the coupon code WebYoda30 off. If you take that code and you use it during your purchase, you'll get 30% off of whatever the package is. Now, I truly hope I covered everything you needed in this tutorial. Now, if there was something I didn't mention or you had additional questions, please leave them below. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. But if I don't know the answer, I'll go, hey, I don't know. But if I do know the answer, I can find the answer, I'll give it to you, and maybe we can work on it together. So I really enjoyed doing this. I hope you had a great time as well. The only real payment I'm looking for, if I could possibly get a subscribe out of this, possibly a like out of this, that'd be super helpful. But outside of that, I just hope you have a great day. Peace out.